This is Drew Rouget Chapman with the Cartoonist Rights Network International. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia for the Cartooning for Peace America's inaugural symposium. And I'm here with Rayma from Venezuela. Rayma, thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Gracias, Rayma, por estar aquí para hablar con nosotros hoy.
Gracias a usted, de verdad que me han dado la oportunidad y bueno, de poder expresar toda esta angustia.
She wants to thank you very much for helping her to show her work and also to talk about this situation that's brought her much grief.
Trabajando con la opinión.
And in fact, you were going to speak entirely about politics in Venezuela and primarily how oil is affecting politics in Venezuela. And yet you spent about a third of your talk today. You were an invited speaker at the symposium talking about freedom of speech, because you had an incident between the time that you accepted the invitation to be a speaker and today. Can you tell us a little bit about that, and can you tell us what we're looking at on your laptop computer?
Bueno, yo tenía una charla sobre petróleo, que es realmente lo que define mi país como algo muy importante en su economía y en la manera de ser de nosotros. Pero hace unas semanas tuve una...
Originally, her presentation was supposed to be about the role of oil in Venezuela. However, about a week before the conference, she published a cartoon that the government took issue with. And therefore, on a state channel 8, there is a interviewer who has his own show, and he took up the cartoon and started insulting her publicly. She was called a racist, she was called a terrorist, and she was called an elitist because of the issue that she touched on in the cartoon. And on the program which she is showing right now is a representation of what he had, or was the actual insult that she received. Since the program aired on March 14th, she's received a great deal of insults and threats via Twitter.
And can she tell us the nature of these threats?
Bueno, he recibido insultos por ser mujer, por insultos sexistas, insultos, digamos,
so she's received various insults. Among them, many of the insults have been against her person, against her as a woman, many sexist insults, and other things that she actually can't repeat. She's also been told to leave the country. She's also, it's been expressed that she should be killed or disappeared or murdered.
Let's talk a little bit about your work. Can you tell us who you work for and the mission of your newspaper, and specifically your role at the newspaper? Because I understand you were originally a cartoonist, but then a reporter, and now a cartoonist again, and a writer. Clear that up for me.
Yo creo que soy una mujer creativa y me gusta reinventarme. Me gusta utilizar las artes para crear en sus diferentes formas. Yo he trabajado en varios periódicos desde hace 20 años. Tengo 13 años trabajando en el Universal de Caracas. Es un periódico bastante estructurado, tiene 103 años de fundado. Y
she sees herself as a very creative woman, and she tries to be as creative as possible in many different ways. She's worked over the last 20 years at different newspapers. She works at El Universal in Caracas at the moment. It's a paper that's 103 years old. It's very credible. It's a very serious publication. It is a conservative newspaper, and it does find evidence. It continues to provide evidence for its reports. She's worked there for approximately 13 years. She actually founded the illustration photography sections of the paper. She's been doing the opinion pieces since 1999, since Chavez has been in power. And she has a very good relationship with the newspaper. And she has a good relationship because they give her the freedom to publish her opinions.
And one of those opinions that you made was that the current presidency has totalitarian tendencies that are tailored for the digital age, which I thought had a wonderful ring to it. What exactly did you mean by that? That the government has totalitarian tendencies?
Sí. Yo pienso que existe una nueva categoría en la política que son las dictaduras modernas, como la que hay en Venezuela. Son dictaduras gobiernos que llegan por votos a la presidencia, pero que no se comportan constitucionalmente después. Digamos, traicionan la manera como llegan. No respetan la Constitución, cambian leyes para generar situaciones absurdas y acaparar más poder. Y después generan conflictos.
She believes that these authoritative tendencies are a new category, a new type of dictatorship in which a dictator or a regime will come to the presidency through an elections process and get the votes, but will actually stay in power by changing the constitution and the voting laws. They also try to generate conflicts in order to hang on to power, and that this actually closely represents what the Venezuelan government is doing. It also tries to put on a face to the world. So there may be no public hangings or anything of that nature, but it will instead find covert ways of manipulating citizens into conforming. And that in a sense, it's actually killing the population slowly.
Y una manera también de matar al pueblo lentamente.
Getting back to your work, Rayma, what exactly were you accused of?
Publiqué mi trabajo, mi caricatura. No entiendo por qué ahora existe una situación de Estado con eso, con el hecho de que uno puede opinar. Yo creo que lo que se está tratando es de...
So she says, I published my work that week. That was what I did wrong, and I don't understand. She says, I don't understand why this would be a state issue. And that she finds that it's totalitarian to criminalize an opinion.
And one of those cartoons, if you could show us, you were accused of racism. Can we see the cartoon that is supposedly racist?
Esta caricatura fue la que detonó.
This was the cartoon that set off all of the threats.
Tiene que ver con la problemática de la vivienda.
It has to do with housing problems in which the government has promised housing to people who can't otherwise afford it. And they forced people to live in abandoned shopping centers, and also buildings that have not been finished in terms of their construction.
Y de esa manera, por supuesto que lo...
And so, therefore, she created this cartoon in order to represent how the government is treating people in a very dehumanizing way.
Y cómo le da un trato infrahumano.
We have elections coming up, or I should say you have elections coming up. Are you feeling positive about the future? Some of the cartoonists here the last couple days at the symposium have been very pessimistic. They have a great deal of fear because of the internet makes it easier for the bad guys to silence speech. Do you feel the same way, or do you feel that there is hope in Venezuela?
Bueno, yo creo que la situación en Venezuela está muy fuerte, muy violenta, y todavía falta
As we know, she expects that the situation in Venezuela will become more violent as the elections grow nearer. But basically, she believes that people want change and that this government isn't working. And her fear is that the violence will spill more into the citizenry, and she fears for herself as a public figure as well. And that the state does not respect and does not govern ethically.
En mi presencia pública y además con la maquinaria gubernamental que es muy aplastante y no respeta además las maneras éticas de hacer política.
Has she been to the police? And if so, is she satisfied with any actions they've taken on her behalf?
Hace unas cuantas semanas en mi país la policía acribilló a la hija de un cónsul que venía en un carro, una chica de 19 años, porque no se detuvo en la alcabala porque pensaba que lo
There was she did make a official complaint a few weeks ago. However, during those weeks, there was one case of the daughter of she was the daughter of the Chilean consul in Venezuela, and because she didn't stop for the police because she thought it was she thought someone was trying to hijack the car. They proceeded to stop her and riddled her car with bullets. When her brother tried to get help and to take her to the hospital, they took her along with the police took her to the farthest hospital away, and she passed away. And so it's really this news sort of shook the country, and she says it's very difficult to trust the police in when you have situations such as these. However, she did go to the police to launch an official complaint, along with a few other cartoonists who have also been threatened. However, up to now, no action has been taken against the program or against or the threats.
¿Hay algo que puedo decir más o quieres? Sí. Yo creo que
in Venezuela right now, she fears that there are no rights, there's no way to protect yourself from the state, and that's why she's appealing to an international audience, to international organizations, so that they can pay more attention to what is happening in Venezuela.
La situación es que los ojos del mundo a nivel internacional puedan estar atentos a lo que nos pueda pasar.
Well, we will definitely be paying attention, and we hope to stay in contact with you, and we wish you all the best. Please stay safe, and on behalf of our director, Dr. Robert Russell, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, thank you so much for speaking with me, and please be safe.
Pues nosotros vamos a prestar mucha atención, y desde el doctor Robert Russell, que van a estar muy atentos del caso y que le desean mucha suerte y que se mantenga sana, ¿no?
Thank you.